Okay, I'm out here in San Bernardino, Arden and 20th Street. Homeless encampments central. Right now, there is only one man out here that is homeless. Usually there's about 100 to 150 people out here. I'm not sure what happened. Did they allow the police to enforce the law? Because this has been a homeless encampment area for over a decade. Trash, drugs. I mean, there's actual drug tent havens where you can buy your drugs. And you also get taxpayer meth pipes paid and needles. I'm not sure what happened here. So we're going to find out. Look at it. There's one guy. Of course, it's easy to find because there's tons of trash. That's one thing I noticed about the homeless. They don't believe in trash cans or trash bags. Some do. But look at it. This is over by the casino. There's a beautiful casino over there, Yamava. It's like night and day. Going to Yamava, it's luxurious. And then outside, homeless folks panhandling at almost every street light. So, see, this is what they leave behind. Oh boy. And an elementary school right across the street here. And this has been going on for decades. So I was just kind of surprised. So when I went out here, I could find something. Now, maybe this guy could help me. My arm's getting tired. But look at it. He's digging. Oh, you got a ferocious dog. Hello, sir. Happy Easter. It's okay. Come here. Come here. It's okay. Huh? I don't have any treats for you. Hola. Do you want a Gatorade? Okay. What happened to the other folks out here? Did the police come out or? I was wondering if I could interview you for the city. I'm interviewing for the city because I want you to find housing. This is for you. Now, everybody's gone. What happened?
So the police that came through, the sheriff and the San Bernardino Police Department, and said that they were going to give most of our vouchers for 1 week, but not everybody got them. So
1 week?
Yeah, only 1 week. Only 1 week, yeah.
So you're telling me the cops came out, everybody get out of here, okay, we'll give you 1 week, and then what?
But not everybody got it, not everybody qualified or whatever. And
how do you qualify if you're living out here? Everybody should qualify.
So here's the thing: is that they got another $20 million in emergency homeless funds to house us, right? The money's not adding up.
It is not.
And
I agree with you 100% on this.
So honestly, they're not trying to really help.
I agree. It's a money scam. I think they take the money, and the NGOs, they make maybe $500,000 to $800,000 a year, nonprofit. They're the top person, they're the CEO, and then they hand it out to their political buddies. You are on point.
Oh yeah, I mean, I went to church with Kerry Davis 2 years before he even ran for mayor. I don't even remember Kerry Davis, the mayor of San Bernardino before.
Yes.
Okay, so his wife, Donnie Davis, and Kerry Davis, I went to church with them for 2 years prior before he even ran. But when he did run and get elected, 1 month in, he looked like he aged like 10 years. He thought it was just a numbers issue that he just, he could fix it financially, right? But then he realized just how corrupt it was, and literally there was nothing that he could do, and it's heartbreaking, Look, the biggest complaint that I see on the news is that the residents complain about that there's nowhere for the kids to go or if there's anything to do because the homeless is taking over everything, right? Mm-hmm. Well, the numbers are large and we're not going nowhere and they're only getting larger. Okay, so I have an idea. All right, so we need a community youth rec center desperately here. It is somewhere.
What is that?
A community youth rec center.
Community rec center. Okay.
Yeah, youth rec center.
All right.
All right. doing that also, there's a lot of us out here that would make really good mentors.
Yeah,
all
you
right?
would be.
And
I
that
could
would
see that.
be like, a lot of motivation right there, to incentive to want to do better and good, and we
That
can
would
help
be you.
help raise the money, do fundraising to get it built. Matter of fact, this field probably would be an excellent location for that. And so, volunteer mentors, and then go to school and then be certified peer counselors. And so now we're working here at the facility where once we lived at in this empty field, and
I agree.
I think it's totally obtainable. But look, honestly, the governor, the mayor, the city council member, and our chief of police, we all need to sit down and have a serious discussion, okay, and come up with a long-term resolution that's best for everybody, all right? Something has got to give, and it's going to go bad if we don't, then they need to come talk to us, and we need to discuss what's best for all of us. Just don't assume, because that 1 week in a motel, it's actually cruel.
It
You
is.
take some people that's been out here for years fighting to survive, and when you become homeless, that's very traumatizing, and then when you're out here homeless, there's a lot of things that happen to you. So
Yes.
more trauma, I'm on top of more trauma, and to do that, it's enough time for you to get comfortable to fall asleep for maybe one night, and then you're thrown right back out on the streets. You're also only told that you only bring one little small bag, and that's it. Nothing else. So now you've lost everything, and now if you come back here, you'll be arrested for trespassing. That you just made things worse. You're taking already victimized people and you're victimizing them further. It's going to go bad.
You know what I was thinking of is having this place right here. I agree with your counseling center, and then hiring folks like you, drug rehab, just giving them hope, but also a job area to where they make tiny homes and rickshaws instead of shopping carts. Build like a rickshaw, so the stores don't lose business. Like Home Depot loses a lot of shopping carts. If they build carts that are hard to break into, because the biggest thing is theft. Because when you have something nice and somebody else finds out about it and you have to use the restroom or go get something to eat, it might disappear.
Okay, so look, the truth is, it's all about adaptation and survival. Okay, none of us were like this. None of us want to be like this or like this. We have adapted to survive. All right. So they say if you want to break a habit, you have to change it into a new one. Right. Okay. So we have to, first of all, everybody needs to become aware of the ways they have changed in order to adapt out here. For me, for one, I was so hungry a couple of weeks ago. Somebody came by and gave a plate of food. I just started eating away, and then I realized I didn't even think about a fork or spoon. I was just using my bare hands.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, that's not me. My mom and my stepdad raised me right, but I was so hungry, and it's just, but that's not me, and so, we need counseling and therapy to help a lot of us realize that, and then work on, dehomelization, or whatever. So I was thinking, how they have preppers, right? I think maybe if we can get some preppers out here and
What is a prepper to you?
a prepper is somebody that prepares for, let's say, the zombie apocalypse or the
The zombie apocalypse.
the more fun one, or
Oh my gosh.
when not if, but when our government does go down on their infrastructure. Okay, because every great civilization has fallen, especially when it's based on a faulty one and corrupt leadership.
Well, I agree with California 100% with you on the zombie apocalypse.
I mean, actually, I think the zombies are already here technically.
It is. It is. Oh
But
my gosh.
look, there is amazing things still here in the city, okay, and amazing people here that do amazing things that need to be recognized, and we need to start, focusing on that and bring more of that out. Like cities, San Bernardino is known as what, one of the worst cities in San Bernardino, right?
It is.
Well, how about this? I say that we're going to make it the best city in America, and show an image and a sign of hope. How other cities are struggling, they can turn things around.
Well, what do you think about homeless folks building their own tiny homes and then or rickshaws to stop the cart theft and business theft? Because if you give someone a job, it gives them value and it gives them hope, because then they can buy things they want instead of what I saw here. Meth and fentanyl was high here, and it's dangerous. Now to get them off, they would have to have like they'd need the cops here to stop them from doing drugs. And then the bad guys would have to shape up.
So
but folks like you would be in charge of that.
Get the truth, okay?
Good.
Anybody that uses drugs is trying to deal and cope with a trauma that they can't.
You're masking. No, I understand.
And whether
that.
they realize it or not, because we live a way above normal and above average of violent lifestyle.
You do.
Okay, and you know, most people never even see a dead body. That's almost on the regular. For
Really
us,
out here?
you know, and seeing things happen and stuff like that, and seeing things that you
What's
can
the
never
worst thing-
ever talk about,
what-
you know. But it
what
comes
happened
out.
here? What happened here? Has there been murders here?
I'm sure there has. There's been like what they said, Little Africa here that was tore down here and stuff like that. And there was like a blacking that was here and everything. So I'm sure there has been, you know.
Oh, it's
But
terrible.
let's be honest, there was way more murders in this ground, way more saturated in blood, way before any modern gangs came here. And that's when the white man came through and killed all the
Oh
Native
yeah,
Americans
no, I agree
here.
with that. No,
okay?
historically,
so they can establish.
there's a lot of murder, but I mean currently. I mean not historically. We need to fix what's happening right now.
Right.
And I think your ideas are good. Let me take a break. My arm is cramped.